Exposing your vulnerabilities may sometimes invite individuals who derive pleasure from your suffering. This unfortunate presence of sadism and envy in some people can impede your personal development in various life domains such as work, social circles, or even family. Therefore, concealing your weak spots can evolve into a strength. Visualize yourself as a tree weathering a storm. The leaves may rustle and branches may sway, but the trunk stays firm, deeply rooted in the ground. This is the depiction of silent resilience that we are going to discuss. We will delve into how you can become more robust by demonstrating that you are not easily perturbed by external or internal issues. Every challenge conditions you to embody the tree, not by ignoring the storm, but by choosing not to let the rain drench you and the wind topple you. You will learn to take control of your destiny, sturdy, calm, and composed amidst tumultuous circumstances. In this video, we will discuss 18 Stoic principles by Epictetus, a highly respected philosopher you've likely heard of before. I encourage you to embark on a journey of self-discovery where true strength doesn't arise from the roar of thunder, but from the silence of the light that guides the way. Hence, for the next few minutes, concentrate on the content and let daily distractions take a backseat. The first principle urges you to listen twice as much as you speak. Have you ever pondered why nature blessed us with 2 ears but only 1 mouth? Epictetus believes there's a purpose behind this, not to become enamored with our own voice, but to appreciate the voices of others. It's through learning from others that we grow, not by incessantly echoing our own words. Therefore, start giving more weight to what others say and less to what you've been asserting till now. The second principle advises you to always prepare for the worst. One of the main sources of anxiety and its destructive effects is the belief that unfavorable situations lay ahead. We fret about our children quitting school, losing our jobs, our spouses admitting to an affair and asking for a divorce, or other misfortunes such as bankruptcy. The problem is that we worry about a different problem each day. Life, in addition to offering joyous moments, also presents us with inevitable problems causing constant stress. This is where Epictetus' radical yet effective proposition comes into play. He suggests imagining that everything you fear has already occurred, leaving you with nothing worse to dread. This approach will help you develop strategies to carry on boldly. The third principle is to get ready to fail, as it's the only route to advancement. We strive to avoid being deemed as fools. However, according to Epictetus, being classified as such could be one of the best things to happen to you. It offers an opportunity for professional and personal growth. The Stoic philosopher underlines that triumph is not a result of a spontaneous response, but the outcome of a lengthy journey of trial and error which comes through mistakes. The fourth principle emphasizes recognizing the perils of wealth. The fortune we yearn for comes with a downside from which few can escape. It's not just about opportunists who'll appear out of the blue to exploit our fortune under the guise of false friendship. Wealth possesses the power to change individuals, often not for the better. Once we acquire this coveted asset, we gain something we never knew we had, which can lead to the corruption of our spirit due to the erosion of moral values. The fifth principle advises against clinging to a single hope. We are naturally inclined towards diversity, meaning we should not fixate all our hopes on one dream, as failure can be devastating. Epictetus inspires us to pursue multiple dreams to boost our chances of success. The sixth principle reminds us that death awaits us at the end of our journey. This isn't a call for pessimism, but a wake-up call that death is the ultimate destination of our actions and efforts. Keeping this in mind might help us reassess the worth of spending a chunk of our finite life savings on a house that we can't take with us after death. Just like we carry essentials like our phone, credit cards, and toothbrush in our bag, it would be beneficial to carry a notebook with these Stoic principles. They can help us perceive setbacks not as disasters but as part of life's journey, prompting us to make better use of our time. The seventh principle asserts that true wealth resides in a contented spirit. Epictetus, being a Stoic, had his unique interpretation of joy. According to one of his famous quotes, "A wise person doesn't lament over what they lack, but celebrates what they possess." This insight serves as advice to stop feeling tormented by the riches we don't have. By complaining or mourning about what we lack, we lose precious moments of happiness which could be utilized to appreciate our accomplishments, which are often more than what our eyes can see. A wealthy person, therefore, is fundamentally a content individual. The eighth principle encourages the incorporation of humility into your life. To truly learn something, one must unlearn what they believe they already know. Epictetus urges us to exercise humility, primarily when learning. Parading around with an aura of knowledge only takes us further from genuine knowledge, which emerges from the belief that we are entirely ignorant about what we intend to learn. In this manner, we will observe everything with a child's curiosity and eagerness to learn. The ninth principle states that guilt is the equivalent of a disease. Narrow-minded individuals hold others accountable. Ordinary people blame themselves, but the wise view all guilt as absurdity. Today, therapists, guided by Epictetus' words, regard guilt as an emotion to be eliminated from our lives. The only way to triumph over guilt is to refuse to engage with it. The obstacle is that it tends to be a convenient path, as blaming others allows us to evade responsibility for our faults. Principle number 10 encourages forming alliances with successful individuals. It's intriguing that when someone sneezes beside us, we instinctively distance ourselves, afraid of infection. Yet, we are generally not so cautious of the other lethal contagions we face daily. Epictetus advises us to surround ourselves with people who inspire us to give our best, as individuals can significantly influence our mood. Some people drain our energy and ruin our day, while others fill us with joy and energy. Hence, it's wise to associate ourselves with those who radiate positive energy and distance ourselves from those who bring negativity into our lives. Principle number 11 asserts that our reactions shape our destiny. We shouldn't take our reactions lightly, as they determine our success or failure. Epictetus categorically states that while we can't choose what happens, we do have control over how we handle it. Misfortune can befall anyone, but our reaction to it and what we do from that point forward makes the difference. For some, a divorce might trigger depression and self-pity, but for Epictetus, it's an excellent opportunity for self-discovery. Remember, your life isn't about what happens to you, but how you deal with it. Principle number 12 stresses the importance of fulfilling your duty. Each one of us plays a role in society and the world, just like the sun that needs no applause to rise each day. Like all elements of nature doing their job, we must fulfill our responsibilities. If we're waiting for approval or praise to carry out our work, we're failing both our community and ourselves. If we're aware of our task and its implications on others, it's our moral duty to execute it without needing anyone to remind us. Principle number 13 advises not to harbor hatred for those who despise you, but to disregard them. You're far superior to the one who criticizes, belittles, or discriminates against you. Therefore, don't squander your valuable time hating that person. They don't even merit a place in your thoughts. We are urged not to dread those who cause us harm. Instead, view their actions as pitiful attempts to damage you, ignore them, and become immune to their negativity. Principle number 14 promotes simplicity. Why live in austerity when we can surround ourselves with all types of luxuries these days? The answer is more straightforward and logical than you may think. Wealth demands commitment and significant daily energy to maintain an opulent lifestyle. Choosing a simpler life frees us from the pressure of bill payments, loans, and credit cards. Principle number 15 suggests that letting others' comments and behavior upset you gives them control over your life. Any person capable of infuriating you becomes your master. However, that person can only upset you if you allow them to disturb you. Epictetus wants us to understand that we hold many keys within ourselves. Some lead to happiness, while others lead to emotional devastation. Unfortunately, we often hand over this latter key to those who intend to harm us. Principle number 16 maintains that friendship is superior to wealth. Genuine friends, who will stand by us even if our material wealth vanishes, are the true riches in life. Hence, Investing your time in nurturing authentic friendships can yield invaluable long-term returns. Principle number 17 encourages always deriving benefit from situations. Whatever the circumstance, it's up to us whether to leverage it or not, as Epictetus once stated. It's not just about having the option to extract good from adversity, but it's our duty to do so. As long as there's intellect within you, there will be the ability to identify potential advantages from any situation you face. For instance, if you lose your job, instead of despairing and blaming the universe, consider it an opportunity to embark on that business venture you've always dreamed of. Always strive to find the positive in every situation, and this habit, accumulated over your lifetime, will undoubtedly propel you further than mere lamentation. Principle number 18 advises against worrying about things beyond your control. You're the master of your opinions, but not your reputation. You have the desire and zeal for seeking, but you cannot control the amount of material goods or success you have. Thus, fretting over things we can't control equates to choosing to squander time. Epictetus urges us to cultivate values that we can change, but it's also our responsibility to let go of what's beyond our control and let fate handle it. In addition to being incredibly useful for daily life, these Stoic principles can guide us to navigate tough times with resilience and interest. Their philosophy doesn't entertain fantasies but focuses on applying learned lessons and progressing. I hope you enjoyed the video. If this is your first time here, please subscribe. See you soon, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments.